I don't know. But we continue with the Marine himself. We've got 16 and 18. 16's the helmet. That's right here. And 18. And you want to, yeah, these are the ones with like the little, let's see. Yeah, there's a little, I don't know what you call it, but don't snip that clean. You want to leave that like disc, I guess. Whatever it's called. You want to leave that in there. Because that's how it gets seated into 18. There it is. Yeah, see, you couldn't have put this together. Oh yeah, and then 18, these are push fit models, so that you're going to have a pin that you don't want to cut off necessarily. I kind of leave that on. I'm going to snip a little bit of it off. But put that there. Yeah, so there's little pins here, and that's where he sits into the bike. So don't clip that off either. Yeah, these are the push fit pins, so we want to keep those on there. And the good old Space Marine helmet. There's always a seam. And if you just go nice and lightly, pretty much what I'm concerned with is just the top of the head and the sides. A little bit of sanding stick in there. Smooth it down. And then I'll go over the ears. Just real light. That usually rounds them out. Takes down the mold line there. You're good. Same with the neck. And then what I do, this is optional, I always like to take a little bit off when I can of the pin. Just like a little notch to give it room for the piece to melt. And yep. Just a little drop of glue in the neck. And then you see it just sits down there. Yeah, depending on how you want him to look, might want to tilt his head a little to his left, or his right rather. Yeah, if you're looking down, might want to go to the right. I don't know. It all depends on what you want. It's just round. Sometimes these have a socket where he's going to look one way or the other. But this one I think is just like round. So you can have them looking any way you want. And now we just do the backpack, 17. Chest, backpack's 19. And there's 19. So the backpack came on the sprue you got first, but not the chest. It's just weird the way they did that. 17? Is it? No, it is 17. My bad. 17. So yeah, he's got his left arm out. He's going to be holding on to the sword. Same thing there. There's a pin. Don't cut the pin. And if you did, it's alright. You can, the arm, you just glue it to this piece. And there's no pin there. And see how I'm gonna shave a little piece off anyway. Shave a piece off there. Let's take that down. I want to make sure the arm fits in. Doodly-doo. Yeah, see, they do that real nice there. You're not going to see that seam, and the seam is going to be here. You're not going to see that mold line. You're going to see the seam, but we can take care of that. We can take care of that. All right. Oh, there's mold line under there. under his left arm. Okay. So make sure to get some glue up there around his neck. Back to the front and see, yeah, these are old. Drop a little bit of glue down there around the front and around the side, and you just gotta pinch real hard, and that should close the seam up. Let's just close pin them in there while we, yeah, take care of this. It's a big mess, as usual. What I suggest is just a little light work with the scriber, and then just come in with the sanding stick. And this is rounded, so you kind of want to move the stick around, the piece around, so keep that kind of rounded look to it. Little there, and then get those exhaust pipe thingy-majiggies. I don't know what they're called. They're called a pain in the butt, is what they're called. It's alright, it's alright. You got a little bit of time for the glued kind, just it turns into plastic and isn't glue anymore. Yeah, so that guy is going to sit in the back and pretty much hide that entire back seat. So, alright, 22 is his handlebar. You got to make sure you got the right handlebar. Because, yeah, because like that's, I think, the other guy that's got the gun. That's his handlebar, because his gun's in his right hand. And these guys are driving with their right hand on the handlebar. See the diff? See the hand there, and the hand there. Different handlebar. Can't just pick one. Ever tell you about the time I put Inquisitor Greyfax together without instructions? Yeah, that was bad. Oh, and that handlebar just broke. Look at that. Going too fast, moving too fast. Bad memories with Inquisitor Greyfax. Had to buy a new one. Screwed it up that bad. I guess I had to buy one. I was given one. And then I had to buy one because I didn't get the instructions with her, and I was like, I've been doing this for years. And figured I could put together Inquisitor Greyfax on my own, and I could not. I missed a piece. And ended up just, well, basically rage quitting. Okay, let's get some glue in there. Oh, lordy. What a day. Okay. That's a big mess. I wonder if it's safer to put it on here or leave it off. think I'll leave it off. Let that dry. Yeah, there. So you can't see very much, but you can see this back here. So let's take a look at that. What can we do here? So I threw a little bit of extra glue on there. And we come in the back. See, we can flatten that down nicely there. And it fits the sanding stick just fine. Yeah, now you can't tell there was ever a seam there. I bet you. No, I bet you can't. Nope, not gonna fit that through there. But this little handle thing, we can come in. Because that was very nice. That worked real well. Just a little extra glue. Squeeze it out. And this just has a nice round. If you're, I've messed up a couple models trying to use it because that will really dig in. You got to be careful. You got to know where this thing is. If you use that like rounded piece, because I've scratched into a couple of models thinking I knew what I was doing. But you get used to it, and you know where it is. Get a little bit of this. Okay. Let's just drop a little glue in there. Let's do the same in the back. I don't know how we're going to get at that, but we're going to give it a shot. And scrape up here. Yeah, that is some really bad mold line there. Well, not mold line, but a seam. Seam is what that is. All right, that's looking good. Just a little bit there. And just melting that plastic down. Okay. Now this guy is ready. See, what are we going to see and not see? Okay. Pretty much none of that seat is going to be seen. Alrighty, I think what I'm going to do here is take a little break after I get this guy in. And continue this in a few minutes. There. Looking good. I remember the old models, boy, you had trouble getting that guy on the back. Because sometimes the backpack would get in the way, and oh, it was miserable. Okay, so we'll just let that guy sit in there. So like 4 more pieces. We'll be right back.